Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the Durham Student YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about something that maybe you haven't considered yet, or maybe you have, depending on whether you've thought about what modules and what things you want to study in addition to your degree. But when I was sort of looking at the optional modules for my first year at Durham, I was really interested in taking additional Spanish because I'd taken Spanish A-level, and although I really wanted to take this optional module, I actually had only one available optional module, and that was already taken up with a module that I knew I really wanted to study. So I wanted to explore my other options, and basically what is offered at Durham is through the Centre for Foreign Language Study, you can study languages through an evening course. And so they offer both the credit bearing modules, which you might take as an optional module in your degree, which I've done in my second year, but also the evening classes like the one I took in my first year. So I'm just going to tell you a bit about what's on offer with all of these courses, because it gives you some really cool opportunities to extend your degree. First of all, what languages are even offered? Well, I have a bit of a list here for you. So the Centre for Foreign Language Study offers these courses. They are all a mixture of different levels, but these are languages on offer. There's Arabic, Chinese, Dutch, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Norwegian, Persian, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish and Swedish. So there's quite a lot of languages available, and these are available at a variety of levels from beginners to like an advanced level, and this is largely in line with what you would likely have studied before. So a language like Arabic you perhaps won't have studied before coming to uni, so that is offered mostly at lower levels, whereas a language like French or Spanish that a lot of people have taken at GCSE and A level is offered right up to the highest levels. And for me, I was able to, in my first year, take an evening course, which is a language progression course, and this was an 18-week course, so this ran across my first term and my second term, and every week I had a 2-hour group seminar there were only 6 to 8 of us in our class, it depended on how many people turned up, and these courses can be attended both by Durham University students but also by members of the public. So in my class I had a couple of people who didn't attend the uni and a few people who did, so it was a mixed class, and it was a really nice way to feel in touch with people, not just from inside the university community but also from the local area. In these courses I basically covered half of what is covered in a module in 1 year, so that is effectively half of a 20 credit module, and what this means is that I was able to do effectively half of the equivalent module that I could have taken in my first year. But basically this involved about 2 hours of study out of the class each week and 2 hours of actual classes a week, and so this was really manageable to me alongside my first year studies, and also it was really great because it meant that I didn't lose the language ability that I had developed over my GCSE and A-level Spanish, and this is then available in a lot of courses. So if you want to try a new language, you do that on an evening, which is great, but also if you want to then take it as a module as part of your course, that's also an option. And so that's what I've done in my second year. In my second year, I've been I have 6 modules, and I had 4 compulsory modules and 2 optional modules. So one of them I just took another module from my department, but most departments have the option to take a module from the Centre for Foreign Language Study as an alternative to one of your modules if you want. So I took a Spanish Stage 5 module. So basically what this is not the level post A-level, but the level after that, because I kind of covered most of that post A-level course in my first year evening class module. So then this year, that's involved is 2 1-hour seminars a week. So that's been with a slightly larger class of about 15 people, and I basically have a textbook that I use. So this is the textbook that I use for my Spanish course. It's the Aula Internacional 5, and I have this one for this year, and I had the number 4 for my previous year of study. And basically this kind of covers everything you cover in seminars. And then it has loads of homework stuff in, and obviously for each language it's different because the textbooks are all going to be different for each course. But it basically works the way that you cover a variety of material in class over those 2 2 seminars in your 1 week, and then you have homework that's due for like the first class of the next week. So for me, I had one on a Monday morning and one on a Wednesday morning, and then after the Wednesday class I would complete the homework in time for the next Monday. So you might be wondering a bit how like the assessments work for this. Now for the evening courses, you don't need to take any form of assessment. It's just for fun, it's for your enjoyment, but obviously also for your language progression. However, if you do want to receive a certification for this, you can take like externally awarded like qualifications for this. So for example, for Spanish, they have the DELE exams, which are the ones where you get a certificate saying that you are a particular level within the like Central European framework for languages. But in terms of evening courses, there's no assessment from the university. That's additional if you want. And your tutors will give you plenty of guidance if you do want to do that. So these courses are perfect for training up if you want to take those exams or if you need them for some form of job you're going for. But you don't have to do examinations. Now, obviously, then if you're taking a credit-bearing module, you need to get a module mark that goes towards your final degree classification. If you're in second or third year, not if you're in first year, because your like marks don't count your final degree classification. But the way that works for Spanish anyway, for us, we had 3 sets of examinations, one at Christmas, one at the, like towards the start of second term, and one towards the end of second term. And these were used to calculate our grades, and then we have a speaking exam currently after Easter, so mine's in a couple of days' time. And with a combination of those grades, then your like total mark is calculated. Personally, I find it quite refreshing to have this different form of examination, because obviously with your course, a lot of your like assignments are marked in a really similar way. And my assessments for this module aren't generally extended writing pieces. We do have written exams, but they're like 1 hour written exams. So it's not like when you're writing kind of an essay for one of your other modules in which you'll spend a lot more hours on it. Instead, it's more frequent but smaller examinations, which to me is really nice because it means that I have a bit more variety and I'm not spending all of my time just writing essays. But obviously that depends on what you prefer. Then for the oral exams, at least for Spanish, we have group exams. Obviously currently we're in the coronavirus pandemic, so I'm doing like an individual oral exam from home, but in like usually we do group assignments in class for that. It's all a bit more relaxed in my opinion than other modules, and it's really nice to take a step away from your course and meet people that are on other degrees. One of the nice things about doing these classes is that you can be in any year of your study and from any degree. So I know there's someone I'm a second year marketing student, but there was someone who was a first year history student, and there was someone who was a third year criminology student. So we were from a variety of different like subject backgrounds, which is really cool. So basically, I hope that's given you a little bit of an overview of what you might expect from one of these modules. In my opinion, it's been incredibly beneficial both in the first year evening course I took and the second year module, and because of that I'm fully intending to take another languages module in my final year, because obviously having these language skills can really improve your employability, and therefore I would super recommend it. If you have any questions about these modules, because I've done a few different ones, just leave them in the comments and I will let you know the answers to any of your questions. I hope you've enjoyed this video and we'll see you next time. Bye!